Welcome. Thank you for joining me at Maria Loves to Talk. And what am I talking about, you guys? No, I want to know how you guys are doing. How you ladies and gents doing? Is everything working? On Fox 11, mother of three sucked into plane. Engine was warned to stay back. NTSB. This is current. This is a young black lady. I heard of something. It's been so much going on. I didn't even really see this on the news.
34-year-old mother of three died when she was, quote, ingested into an engine New Year's Eve. Today, the NTSB released its preliminary report into what happened that day, and it shows several safety protocols were not followed. Edwards worked as part of ramp personnel for American Airlines subsidiary Piedmont Airlines. The report reveals 2 safety meetings were held shortly before the plane arrived to remind the crew that the engines would remain running and the airplane should not be approached. The report goes on to say Edwards walked behind the plane before she was pulled in to the engine. We are working to get this full report on WSFA.com and the 12 News app.
The page has been put up by a fellow union member. Please know that this tragedy has and will affect her family, mother, friends, and kids years to come. Your New Year's is never going to be the same. So they was asking only for $25,000. They got $110,609. Poor woman. It should have been more than that. But I told y'all in a previous video that I feel that a lot of times with these GoFundMes, it seems to be like a favoritism type of thing. That's just my thought. I also feel the same way about the YouTube as well. Yes, yeah, I do. And I saw some other people saying the same thing. A report from the NTSB this week said the aircraft involved in the incident shook violently and shut off with a bang when it happened. Yeah, of course. What do you expect? A whole body went into that. Yeah. That's kind of bring me to sometimes, when we work as working, especially women, you think, I really don't feel like going to work. I really don't. I'm thinking about some of those people that had work when that guy Andrew Bean, that little monster, deleted those people at that Walmart. Sometimes it's just best to just, hey, keep it real. Tell your boss, I'm not coming in today. Don't tell them I just don't feel like it. Just something. I just, because you might be saving your life. I don't know. The preliminary report states the aircraft had an inoperative auxiliary power unit and that its captain signaled for it to be connected to ground power after arriving from Dallas, opting to leave both engines running for the required 2-minute engine cool down period. They're going to lawyer up, and if I was them, I would tell them, yes, please lawyer up. Lawyer all the way up. So prayers go out to the Edwards family and those poor little babies. This lady has 3 babies, 3 children she's leaving behind, working mom, trying to hold it down. Could be out there robbing, stealing, burglarizing, or doing what these people was doing in that other one, turning tricks or doing the romance scam. But she out trying to earn a decent living. Fox 13. Woman's body found in car after St. Pete man led Kentucky troopers on highway chase, investigators say. Old man, not old, but he old enough to know better. David Reed.
Details about a victim in a police chase turned now murder investigation in southern Kentucky.
Kentucky State troopers say Rachel Carter from Huntington was found dead in the back of an SUV yesterday. Now, this was after a multi-county high-speed police chase. The driver charged with Carter's murder.
And News Channel 3's Emily Bennett spoke to friends of Carter who say they're in shock.
When friends think of Rachel Carter,
this is pretty much
my second mom.
Her laugh and smile flash through their minds.
We would just look at each other and start laughing. When we'd hang out, we would just always have fun. There was never a dull moment.
But now that laugh is just a memory for Brandy Davis, learning her best friend was killed.
Tuesday around 2 or 3 is the last time I heard from her.
Kentucky State Police say Wednesday morning, David Reed from Florida was arrested after a multi-county high-speed police chase in southern Kentucky. During the search of the SUV Reed was driving, they found Rachel Carter's body in a plastic tote in the back of the vehicle.
There is such evil in this world, and that man was very evil.
Troopers say Carter had an injury caused by an edged weapon and facial trauma. Troopers charged Reed with murder, and they are still investigating where Carter was killed.
She would tell me a lot of stories, but I just didn't think that it was this bad, that it was going to end up like this.
Davis says Carter knew Reed for nearly her whole life, as he spent decades living in Huntington.
And every time I've been around him, he's been an okay person, but people are different behind doors.
Carter moved to Florida for a little over a year after her father died, but Davis said she had been back in Huntington for more than 6 months.
She has no family besides her friends. I mean, she's pretty much our family. She's grown up in my family.
Now left without her best friend, Davis just wants answers as to why this happened.
What did she do to make you want to hurt her? I mean, she's a kind-hearted person. She'll do anything for anybody. She loved him. She took care of him. And he done her like this.
Emily Bennett, WSAZ News Channel 3, Cabell County.
Looking through court records, Emily found David Reed has a long list of charges in Cabell County dating back to the 1990s. Those charges include domestic battery, sexual assault, violation of a protective order, robbery. In this case, Reed is facing 9 different charges, including murder and abuse of a corpse.
Evading police, tampering with physical evidence, and resisting arrest. He's lucky that he's still alive. I'm curious why they didn't delete him. Like, normally when they get these people, and then he had them chasing him through 3 counties. So they didn't delete him over there in London, Kentucky. Oh, evil, dirty man. Some poor woman is not going to be there for her kids, her family, because of this diabolical reject. So prayers go out to this lady. 1032, wanted on child trafficking and pornography charges out of Harris County.
Child trafficking in Harris County. 32-year-old Joshua Morris is wanted on 2 counts of sexual performance by a child. He's also facing child pornography charges. Investigators are asking anyone with information on Morris to contact the sheriff's office.
I don't know. Is it because of the phones? Having the cameras is causing all these people to be doing this, or have they always been out here doing this? Or, I mean, is it something in the water? Did their mom or daddy drop them in the, I don't know, frying pan, or took a frying pan and knocked them out? What's causing all of this? Sarah Sands, Michael Pleast, 77, 8 times in 2014. In a determined and sustained attack which saw him bleed to D. Ends with TH. Oh, raggedy, ugly, nasty looking, diabolical devil reject. Pleasted was already a convicted pedophile and had changed his name from Robin Molt to conceal a long past of offending against children. They shouldn't be allowed to do something like that. And Sarah's 3 children then told her that he had abused them, and she took matter into her own hands. Ms. Sands told BBC Breakfast, for pedophiles, if you touch children, there has to be consequences. And hiding behind name changes, it has to be taken away from them.
There are consequences to people's actions, and for pedophiles, you know.
Talk us through what you want to see, what you want to see change.
With anything, there are consequences to people's actions, and for pedophiles, you know, if you touch children, there has to be consequences, and hiding behind name changes is, you know, has to be a consequence. That has to be taken away from them. That right for them to change their name, that has to be taken away from them.
And June, what's happening with that politically?
Yes, well, John, very interesting. What the campaigners are saying is that what you could do now is actually, rather than just trying to stop people changing their names, if you look at having tighter controls on people who do change their names, sex offenders.
Ms. Sands was convicted of manslaughter on the basis of loss of control after an Old Bailey trial in 2015 and eventually jailed for 7.5 years after her sentence increased by the court. Why are you sending the hero to jail? Why are you sending the hero woman who's defending the mama bear who's defending her cubs? That makes no sense. Okay, Labor MP Sarah Champion told BBC some offenders are using name changes to avoid criminal record checks needed for jobs, including working with children. We are finding that these people are then going into schools and other places where there are children and vulnerable people and exploiting their positions of trust in the most horrific ways. So basically, you don't give a darn. You don't give a care about the kids. They are, and we're doing it here. They're protecting the diabolical pervert predators more than they care about protecting the children. And when the parents try to protect their kids or take the law into their own hands, they throw in the book at the parents. You throw in the book more at the parents, more so than you are at the criminal, at the diabolical devil trash perverts who do not have any business being here. Yeah, I said that they have no business being here around children, around the elderly, around pregnant women. They should all be on a private island by themselves with a volcano nearby that's erupting. Yeah, I said that. My last one, you guys, the last one. The son. Oh, mama. This little dog acts like a baby. The son. Knife attack. Couple. Dog breeder in the throat after being sold a $800 puppy who died so she'd feel the same pain. What? This is current, December 27th. A 48-year-old woman was knifed on her doorstep after being blamed for the dog's death. I think they were mad they spent $800. I'm not sure how many more dollars. I'll look it up. Their dollars to ours, $800. Reese, 26, and boyfriend Michael Kingston. He looks like that guy. What's that man? The bait guy, the one that had injured his hand. They launched the feral attack so the breeder feel the same pain. The court heard Reeves and Kingston bought 3 bull mastiff puppies for $2,400 from a litter of 13 bred by Swansea-based breeder. But within days, the couple said one of the puppies died, with Kingston saying the pup's stomach exploded, while Reed said it was inbred. The puppy stomach exploded? Ooh. It is unclear which puppy died, but Reeves claimed that the 2 other puppies were later put down. So they lost all their money. Georgia Donahue, prosecuting, said the dog breeder told the couple the puppy had been healthy when she sold it. Reeves had wanted the dog breeder 13 times, 1 for each puppy in the litter. Swansea Crown Court heard the breeder answered her front door to find Kingston on her doorstep in August at night. The 48-year-old saw the caller putting his hand in his pocket, then thumping her in the throat, causing her to stumble backwards and put her hands to her neck. I'm was an evil, diabolical guy. Just take the woman to court. She then saw a silver object in Kingston's hand, and when she removed her hands from her throat, she saw they were covered in blood. The victim managed to close her front door and call 999. So they don't have 991, they have 999. The court heard the following day police received a call from Apella Reed saying she was making threats to kill the breeder and stab her in the stomach. Reeves, who did not join Kingston on the attack, said she was glad when she heard what he had done. She evil too. The 26-year-old added how she wanted the 48-year-old woman to scream in pain before wishing to finish off the breeder. Both Kingston and Reeves were sentenced to a total of 5 years in prison. That ain't enough. Those some cute little puppies. Oh, they some cute little puppies. 5 years, you almost killed this lady. They didn't say, I wish they would show what the ladies, did she heal from the scarring? Can she talk? Can she eat? How much surgery? That's not enough time. You just walk up to somebody's doorstep and you just start, that's not right. Yes, dogs are important. Dogs' lives matter. But because your dog passed or you feel the lady cheated you, gives you no right to do that. That's why there's a thing called court. Go to court. I want to thank you for joining me at Maria Loves to Talk. Stay healthy, happy, and blessed. Yes, do not forget, I need you guys. I need your support. Click like and subscribe. Have a great day. Thank you. Thanks.